Hatshepsut, His Majesty Herself, by Catherine M. Andronic. Death and Legacy. In early February, in the 22nd year of her reign, Hatshepsut died. There have been rumors that she died under suspicious circumstances, perhaps even murdered by Thutmose III. But Hatshepsut was no longer young by ancient Egyptian standards. She was probably in her 40s. She had reigned for a very long time without any sign of rebellion from her nephew. Impatient as he must have been to become pharaoh, it seems unlikely that Thutmose III would have brought about Hatshepsut's death after so many peaceful years. Following Hatshepsut's death, Thutmose III was finally crowned pharaoh. He would enjoy more than 30 conquest-filled years as king. Some time after he assumed the crown, Thutmose III embarked upon a fierce attempt to erase all evidence of Hatshepsut's reign from the face of Egypt. He changed the royal records to make it look as if he had succeeded his father directly, without another pharaoh, and certainly not a female pharaoh. Between them, he ordered countless statues of Hatshepsut to be smashed and had some stonecutters chip away at her face from wall carvings. Hatshepsut's name was chiseled out of inscriptions, and Thutmose's name was substituted. The myrtles in Djeru were left unwatered and untended, and were perhaps even burned. A wall was built in the temple at Karnak to try to hide Hatshepsut's towering obelisks. Besides rewriting history in his own favor, Thutmose III may have also been trying to bring about a second death for Hatshepsut. If every trace of a person's name and likeness could be obliterated, ancient Egyptians believed that the person's soul, or Ka, would not exist in the afterlife. But for some reason, Thutmose III was not as thorough as that. A few of Hatshepsut's royal inscriptions remained in obscure places. A few statues were still identifiable, even if they were in pieces. Thousands of years later, archaeologists would have a difficult job trying to figure out who Hatshepsut had been. Difficult, but not impossible. No mummy can be definitely identified as Hatshepsut's has ever been found. Some people believe that Hatshepsut's mummy will never be found because it did not exist. If Thutmose III was so unhappy about succeeding the female pharaoh that he destroyed Hatshepsut's images, perhaps he did not bury his aunt with the ceremony due a king. Yet another possibility is that Hatshepsut, who loved building projects, had her workmen construct one more burial chamber, a tomb that has remained secret for millennia, hidden from grave robbers as well as archaeologists. The full story of Hatshepsut's life may never be known. Many facts were certainly lost when the pharaoh's images and statues were destroyed during the reign of Thutmose III. But as archaeologists continue to study Djeru, more and more about Egypt's only successful female pharaoh is revealed. After thousands of years in obscurity, Hatshepsut is finally gaining her rightful place in history. Number 6. Why did the author choose to begin the passage with paragraph 1? A. To tell the readers much evidence pointing to the cause of Hatshepsut's death has been recently discovered. B. To present the argument that Hatshepsut was most likely murdered by Thutmose III. C. To say that Hatshepsut ruled for many years before dying and that Thutmose III was the next pharaoh. D. To express regret that Hatshepsut died too early and was still considered a young leader. Number 7. How does the paragraph 3 add to the reader's understanding of why Hatshepsut is not well known today? A. It explains that there were no records kept of Hatshepsut because she was very secretive. B. It describes what happened to Hatshepsut's favorite temple. C. It explains the reasons why the Egyptian people did not like Hatshepsut and refused to talk about her. D. It describes the actions Thutmose took to erase all signs that Hatshepsut ever ruled Egypt. Number 8. How many years did Hatshepsut rule before dying? A. 15, B. 22, C. 30, D. 42. Number 9. What is the author's purpose for paragraph 6? A. To say that archaeologists are close to discovering Hatshepsut's secret tomb. B. To say that Hatshepsut's mummy will never be found. C. To name the possible answers to what happened to Hatshepsut's body. D. To explain that Thutmose destroyed all images of Hatshepsut. Number 10. Reread the last sentence of the passage. After thousands of years in obscurity, Hatshepsut is finally gaining her rightful place in history. Why is the ending important to understanding the author's point of view in the passage? A. It shows that the author feels Hatshepsut was the greatest pharaoh to ever rule. B. It shows the author thinks that Hatshepsut deserves to be remembered. C. It shows that the author is unhappy that Hatshepsut's mummy has not been found. D. It shows that the author is pleased with how much he has learned about Hatshepsut.